Hello everyone, my name is Ray and I'm a member of the Chipmunk Robotics community. I'm very glad to be here to teach you some tricks in using Google Sheets in the space of corporate accounting and finance. A quick introduction of myself. I have about 10 years of experience in corporate finance and accounting. I have taken on a few leadership roles in some technology companies. I like technical accounting, data modeling, and automation. Like most of you, I pretty much grew up using Microsoft Office products and became very good at Excel, VBA, and Python, and so on. However, with more and more businesses, especially small businesses, start using Google Workspace products such as Google Sheets, I believe some advanced Google Sheets techniques can help you a lot working in finance and accounting. Please note, the goal of this series is to introduce some advanced Google Sheets functionalities to you so you are aware there are potential solutions to your finance and accounting tasks and issues. If you want to dive deeper into each technique I introduced, the best resource is always the official Google Help Center. Please feel free to leave me any comments for any related questions you need to help with. I'm more than happy to help. The first Google Sheets functionality I want to introduce is the Google Sheets query function. As of June 2022, this function is very unique to Google Sheets since Microsoft Excel does not have something similar. Google Sheets query is basically a quasi-SQL query ability built within Google Sheets. The query function treats Google Sheets data like a database table, so you can query Google Sheets data in a variety of different ways. I will use the United States CPI data as an example. In the third tab, I downloaded and imported CPI housing data for the United States. Let's first look at the data itself. The first column is the region ID, the second is the year, and the third is the period of the year. The fourth column is the actual housing CPI index value. Alright, we can now write our first query in the second tab of the Google Sheets. Let's hit enter query function. The first part of the formula asks me to input a data range. Here I want to query the data between column A and column D of my datasets. The second part of the formula is where I can put a SQL-like select statement. For now, let's put the simplest SQL statement selecting all of the data. And the last part of the formula is to ask how many rows my original dataset has for column titles. Here, only the first row of the table is the title row, so I put it as 1 here. Now, after I hit enter, so the Google Sheet should be querying the data for us. Here you go. We essentially wrote our first query, copying the data over from the third tab. What if you only want to select a specified column within the dataset? You only need to reference the column within the original dataset. For example, if I only want to pull series ID and the value from my original dataset, so I can change my SQL statement here to be select A, E, which are original columns I want from the original dataset. Now I hit enter. So Google Sheets update the query to be the series ID column and the value column only. What if the datasets have titles occupying multiple rows? For example, we can go to the original dataset and insert one additional title row here. We call it USA. And now, how do we carry those title rows to the query? The answer is pretty easy. So here we only need to change the title row number to be 2, and since our new data set starting from A1 now, so let's change it back to A1. And now I hit enter. You will see the title row now combines the first two rows of the original data set. And what if I don't want to carry any title rows to my query? I can just adjust the number of the title rows to be 0. Well, before I do that, I need to change my data range to the range with the data only, which start with A3. So let's go ahead and do that. There you go. This is the data only query. The next Google Sheets query challenge I want to cover is how to use cell reference as part of the Google Sheets query. For example, in this exercise, we want to compare CPI housing index values for a region in May between the current year and 10 years before. The goal of each highlighted cell is to retrieve the CPI index value for the respective region, respective year, and respective month. Let's start our query formula. First of all, we want the data range to be data value only. So in the data range part of the formula, I will only include the pure data range, which start from cell A2 to column D. And because later on we want to simply drag the formula, I will make the data range reference right now absolute. Remember, our goal is to retrieve the value of the CPI index. So I will first say select column D. And now I can start specify the parameters I want, which value of column D I want to retrieve. To reference a cell, one needs to wrap the cell first in single quotes and then in double quotes, followed by two AND symbols. So in this case, we will make column A equals two single quotes, two double quotes, two AND symbols, equals A3, if I remember correctly from this one here. And we're not done yet. So we have a second parameter, which we can simply copy what we have done earlier, for B. And do the same for C. And because we have no need to bring the title in the titles part, I can enter 0. Now I hit enter. Unfortunately, the query completed with an empty output. I have an NA error. This is because most likely there's some formatting issues with the dataset. The query statement flattens the reference cell value to text values. So if I format the original dataset as text format in the first 3 columns, the query should work after that. Now if I go back, see the query worked. And to complete the second cell, I simply can drop this and finish this here. Google Sheets query supports many formula operations within the query statement. In the next example, I will show you how to use formula within the query statement to manually build a pivot table. Let's revisit the original CPI housing index table first. This table is broken down into each month for each year and each region. Let's say for our analysis, we only need the average CPI housing index value for the region in each year, and we don't need the monthly details. Then we can create a pivot within the query statement to calculate the average CPI housing index values by the region and years. Let's start our formula. First, let's select our dataset We will only need column A, which is our region ID, column B, which is years, and column D, which is our CPI values. So I will type select A, B, and here, since we need the average value during the year, we will use the average formula within the query statement. And note, the average formula within the query statement is different from the Google Sheets built-in average formula because the query statement follows SQL customs. And remember, we want to build the pivot grouping by years and region, so let's write the group by phrase within the query statement as well. There you go. And let's say, what if we need the average US CPI index by year without referencing the regions? We can simply delete the regions reference within the formula, which is column A. Now we have the average US CPI housing index by year since 1913. Google Sheets also has the filter formula to help you filter records within the dataset, very similar to the query function. For example, if I want to pull a specified year, let's say 2008 only, I can write a simple filter formula without using a query statement. I want to filter by data range, and the condition I want to specify for column B, which is years, equals 2008. Oh, there are a number of key differences between query and filter for querying the data. The first one is filter can operate outside the data range, but query cannot. So what do I mean by that? Is, let's say I only want to show columns, first two columns first, but I want to filter by column C. So here I don't have to select all the way between column A and column C. I can select A to B, but I can filter by column C. Let's say I want to filter by column C plus 1. So this will not work in a query statement. The query statement, the querying column has to be within the data set you select, but filter can operate outside of the data range. And the second key difference is filter must output the entire columns of the data range selected. So here I selected column A and column B, and it will always output both columns. Compared to query statement, in query statement you can select the columns you want to output. And the third difference is filter columns must have the same number of records as the data columns. For example, here I have two columns A and B starting from A1, but let's say, what if I want my column C, the filter column, start from C2? Will that work? So now it gives me an error. This is because the filter column, which is column C, now has different number of records, has the data columns. So if I change it back to C1, now it works again. The last key difference, apparently, the filter has no title row operations. So in this case, I couldn't bring in the title row, so I can simply copy the original title over. Besides those differences, query certainly has way more features than the filter formula as shown earlier. We can use query to calculate columns and pivot data, and there is a lot of other things query can do. And by now, this wraps our first advanced Google Sheets course for accounting and finance. Hope you find this video helpful and useful in your day-to-day work.